Have you ever walked away from a conversation feeling drained, confused, or strangely guilty, even though you did nothing wrong? At first, you ignore it. You tell yourself you're overthinking. You give them another chance, then another. But slowly, a pattern begins to emerge. The truth is, people rarely hide their character forever. Sooner or later, it leaks through their words, their reactions, and the way they treat others when they think no one is watching. The most dangerous people don't arrive wearing a warning label. They arrive with a smile. And if you know what to look for, you'll notice the signs long before the damage is done. The first warning sign is that they lie even when there's no reason to. Everyone tells small lies occasionally, but people with poor character make dishonesty a habit. They exaggerate stories, change facts, and twist reality to make themselves look better. The scary part is that they become so comfortable with lying that it becomes impossible to know when they're telling the truth. If someone lies about small things, don't expect honesty when the stakes become much higher. The second warning sign is that they never take responsibility for their actions. Nothing is ever their fault. If they fail, someone else is to blame. If they hurt someone, they insist they were misunderstood. If a relationship ends, they claim the other person was the problem. Accountability is one of the strongest signs of maturity. When someone constantly avoids responsibility, they're protecting their ego instead of growing as a person. Over time, you'll realize you're always the one apologizing while they never admit a mistake. The third warning sign is how they treat people who can't benefit them. Watch how they speak to waiters, cashiers, cleaners, or strangers. Respect that depends on status isn't respect at all. People with genuine character treat everyone with basic kindness, whether that person has power or not. Someone who is charming to their boss but rude to service workers is simply revealing who they truly are. Character is measured by how someone treats people who have nothing to offer them. The fourth warning sign is that they secretly enjoy other people's failures. Instead of celebrating someone's success, they become uncomfortable, jealous, or strangely happy when things go wrong. They disguise envy with sarcasm or fake concern. Rather than inspiring themselves to improve, they hope others fall so they can feel taller. This mindset slowly poisons every relationship because genuine friends want to see you succeed, not struggle. The fifth warning sign is manipulation through guilt. Instead of asking honestly for what they want, they make you feel guilty until you give in. They remind you of favors they did years ago. They make you feel selfish for setting boundaries. They twist situations so you become responsible for their emotions. Healthy relationships are built on communication. Manipulative relationships are built on emotional pressure. If you constantly feel guilty around someone, ask yourself whether you're being respected or controlled. The sixth warning sign is inconsistency. One day they praise you. The next day they ignore you. Sometimes they're incredibly kind, and other times they're cold without explanation. This emotional unpredictability keeps people confused and constantly seeking approval. It's a subtle form of control because uncertainty creates emotional dependence. You spend more time trying to understand their mood than protecting your own peace. Stable people create stability. Unstable character creates emotional chaos. The seventh warning sign is that they gossip about everyone. At first, it feels entertaining. They tell you secrets about friends, coworkers, and family members. But eventually you should ask yourself one uncomfortable question. If they're talking this way about everyone else, what are they saying when you're not in the room? Trust and gossip cannot exist together. People with strong character protect other people's dignity, even when those people aren't present. The eighth and most important warning sign is that your instincts never fully relax around them. Human intuition exists for a reason. Sometimes your mind notices patterns before your conscious thoughts catch up. You feel slightly anxious. You question your own judgment. You sense that something doesn't add up, even if you can't explain why. While instincts shouldn't replace evidence, they also shouldn't be ignored. When your inner voice repeatedly tells you to be careful, pay attention before experience forces you to. The hardest lesson in life is accepting that not everyone deserves unlimited access to your trust. Many people believe kindness means giving endless chances, but wisdom knows that trust should be earned, not freely handed out. A person can be charismatic, intelligent, funny, and successful while still lacking integrity. Character is revealed through consistent actions, not impressive words. The people who protect their peace aren't lucky. They simply learn to notice patterns early. They stop making excuses for repeated disrespect. They understand that every red flag ignored today becomes tomorrow's regret. They don't try to change people who refuse to change themselves. Instead, they quietly step back before the damage becomes permanent. Remember this. Your future is shaped not only by the decisions you make, but also by the people you allow into your life. The wrong person can steal your confidence, your energy, your time, and even your happiness without taking a single dollar from your pocket. That's why learning to recognize warning signs isn't about becoming judgmental. It's about becoming wise. Protect your peace, value your self-respect, and never ignore repeated patterns just because someone occasionally shows you kindness. Anyone can pretend for a moment, but over time, character always reveals itself.